Hello Taurus, and welcome to your solar flare February update. I'm going to be doing several of these during the month of February just to see how the February reading sort of unveils itself gradually over the next month. So as you can well see above my head around about there, there's been a solar flare that's come in the direction of the Earth. It's changed the energies along with all the changing planets, Pluto, Venus, Mars and Mercury as well. But yeah, it's changed the vibration, and it's given certain instigations or inspirations on certain elements of everybody's flower. So if you haven't seen the monthly reading, it will be linked around my head at some point, and you can go and have a look at your monthly reading. And then this is basically a clarification on that according to how the vibrations are coming through the system at the moment. So let's just bring up your flower, which is just here. As you'll see, it's the solar flare has been affecting mainly air and fire. You have earth at your surface and fire at your bottom. Your fixed signs, you have an an equal sort of mixture between sort of fire and earth. But you do have a little bit of air, and there's not much of it, and it comes from the sign next to you, Gemini, and this comes in right at the base here at the crossing point, just below petal 10, which is the general outcome. So this is about the energies that are just slightly under the surface more than anything. I think that's going to be stimulating it more in your life, and it's going to be generating the sort of, or help you to see at least, or get an idea of the general outcome of what you can get out of February. So the other thing I will say, you do have a lot of fire down in your base. So every single base petal, 1 to 4, that's the influences from the universe, but also your karmic path also has those fires on there. So it's going to make you more passionate about where you're going, and being in step with who you are more than anything else. So that's where that's going to help it. But the things that has interest us more than anything else is that crossing point at the top, because we have that mixture of fire and air as well. Yes, let's just bring up your monthly readings and let's see what was going on with those petals. We're looking at petals 6, the overall energy, petals 8, 9 and 10, basically the future self, boding you on your sort of pathway, and also your general outcome as well. So let's just have a quick look on that. On the overall energies, you've got a Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands. I think you instigating your life, excuse me a second, more than anything, you instigating your life, changing your fortunes, getting involved in more than one thing. Start activating the things in your life that really make you feel good, that really make you feel passionate about it. And I think there's a lot of things coming into your life at the moment. On your relationship or spiritual side, you had the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So how you do things, getting on and doing the work, getting on and actually sort of engaging with your relationships, engaging with your spirit, and having a lot of wisdom that goes along with that, and a lot of judgment as well, which has helped you to sort of get out of a situation that you felt a little bit sort of, how can one put it, a little bit sort of stuck in the past maybe. And that's where your changing fortunes have been coming, because you did get the Wheel of Fortune twice on that, and you must be feeling a little bit more sort of in this month, during this month, you're going to be feeling a lot less stuck in ways, as it were, in regards to relationships, and really start in, getting down and planting those seeds for a bright future. And the general outcome, you got the High Priestess and the 5 of Cups. Now the 5 of Cups have been very prevalent in a lot of the readings basically, and the 5 of Cups, like all 5s, are transitional things. It's a moment when you go from one world to another in a way, and this is where you're going from disappointment, that feeling of sensation of stuck, and engaging with you, and engaging with the 2 of Cups that's left on the 5 of Cups after those 3 cups have actually fallen over and all the wine has been spilt into the sand. And therefore you can go over that bridge and into the city, where you can start exploring your life. And I think this intuition comes from you, and I think you know this of what is good for you. And that comes in with the overall energies, with the Wheel of Fortune and that Queen of Wands. And we're going to see how that sort of integration between that and that crossing point does it for you. On your financial side, you've come from a place here where you've worked hard. You're working after your dreams, and there's no doubt about it. And in your future self, you want to go on a new mission. There's things that you have done in your life that you've got success over, some of them more successful than others, obviously. But here, I think, in your future self, you're working on a mission and you now know the mechanics in order to get your success. You know where you're holding yourself back, when you're getting involved in things that you shouldn't really be getting involved in. That's what the Hermit card is all about. He's taking that star on, because you had the star and the Hermit card there. And that star and the Hermit card is going after your dreams, but in a very consistent manner about it. And you've got then the Knight of Swords. So you've got the Knight of Swords on one side and the King of Swords on the other. And this is all about going on your mission, going on your longer term plan, going after your dreams and your aspirations more than anything else. In the general outcome, you've got the Four of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Now, February is all about, purifying month more than anything else. And that Four of Cups is how you sort of, it's almost like the antidote to the Five of Cups. It takes those Three of Cups there and galvanizes them into one cup, into the Ace of Cups, into your dreams. And you've realized now that you've got to walk away from something where you might have, that's where, you might have had a little bit of disappointment and stuff like that. That's where you've got to walk away from, because you do have the Five of Cups again down at the bottom there from the influence on the universe, and the Five of Swords as well. 2 5s down in that, and it's all about transition. And this is where you're going to have to walk towards something, and I think it's walking towards your goal and your dream and your aspirations. Now, as I said, you had the air energy that came in, which is all mutable from Gemini, and then you have the fixed fire that comes in from your other neighbor, which is Aries. Obviously, Aries is a fire sign, and it's cardinal as well. So that's giving you that calculative direction in life. And I think this is where you're going on your mission. You've got the Knight of Swords and the Hermit. And this integration of the Aries in your sign gives you that precision, gives you that calculation, gives you that determination as well, or helps to create your determination within you. And this gives you a point of reference of where you should be going. And it's all about you more than anything else, because it's coming into your life and it makes you very passionate about things. And this is where I think you've got to streamline things into your life. How does it connect to the overall energies here? You've got the mutable. This is on your financial side, obviously. The mutable energy that goes between petal 9 and petal 6. Between the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands. This is of knowing what passions you need to put yourself into, and it's trying things out. And this is where you're defining your pathway. It's, with the air from Gemini, it's all about sort of being sort of having a process of doing things in one after the other to get to the results. But also at the same time, it's understanding. There's a lot of understanding in Gemini of how, life is not as easy as that. It's not as straightforward, and we've got lots of other people in our lives. And sometimes those people there, they're not as reliable as you thought, or, things can happen in life. So you've got to be a little bit flexible about that. So I would try things out and don't worry about sort of realizing some things are just not worth it. And that's what you're going to be gradually walking away with the Eight of Cups up the top there. On your relationship side, or your spiritual side, you've got that, as I said, the King of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. And the bridging point between that and the general outcome, which is the High Priestess and the Five of Cups. You have that mutable air again from Gemini. So this is taking it easy with yourself. Realizing that sometimes the disappointment not necessarily comes from us as a personal thing, it comes from other people as well. And it's the interaction between us and other people which is really important. It gives us a sort of flexible side to things, which the life is all about. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that. I had a dog came and say hello. Yeah, so you've got that flexible side about it, and yeah, you can be disappointed with other people. Yes, I understand that. But this is giving you a lot of clarity about where you want to be and where you want to be going. This is helping reinforcing that King of Swords as well, that judgment, that wisdom that is within you, and just getting on and not allowing yourself to be phased by any of those disappointments as you sort of break yourself free. Yes, on the connection between petal 8 and the overall energies and how's that filtering through to you, you get the cardinal energy of Aries there. And this is going on to, again, the King of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. This is where you could engage with the overall energy in a way of very calculating, mathematical in a way, in the way in which you do things, in the way in which you engage with the relationships that are around you. And this is going to change your fortune. This is what's going to break yourself free when you start realizing that there's some things that are very passionate in life that you would like to be doing with your partner, with your friends and your family and your community, and actually focusing on them and not actually focusing on things that distract you from all of that sort of passion. Okay, we're going to pull a few cards on that crossing point there, and we'll see what the overall message is coming in from the solar flare. Okay, we've got a couple of cards for your relationship side, that transition on that side and that crossing point, and then we've got on your financial side as well. So on your relationship side, yeah, we have the Ten of Swords and the Emperor. This is really nice. This is what I think it's instigating in the beginning of February for you. And this is basically, it's almost giving you what you've got to work on this month. And this working on this month is that sort of letting go, setting yourself free, letting go of those disappointments, allowing things within your spiritual, emotional and relationship side of life to be dead, done and dusted with. And giving you that sort of ultimate power, noticing that you're streamlining things. So you're eventually going to, by the end of February, you should be in a situation where you've only got relationships around you that correspond to you, that make you feel very passionate about life. On your financial side, this is where we've got the Hermit and the Knight of Swords and etc. You get the Nine of Wands and the Justice card as well. Yes, I think you're getting your goals. I think you're getting your dreams and your aspirations. I think you can almost see it now. And as you go down towards, or you go down that pathway towards your dreams and aspirations, you're changing your fortune by having that sort of knowing you are right and doing the things correctly and getting the returns that you want from your work, from your business, from your job, from your projects, whatever it is. And this is where you can really start with that justice. It will help you to focus on that Ace of Cups out, the Four of Cups and the general outcome, and allow you to walk away from maybe certain aspects in your life, in your financial world, in your job and your business that just weren't really working for you, or you've done the rounds, you know how it works, and it's become a little bit boring more than anything else, and you're using your curiosity to take yourself a little bit further. So yes, there you go, Taurus. Thank you very much for being here with us. I really do appreciate it. As I said, we'll be doing more of these sort of readings as the sun's active and chucks different prana energies in our direction into the earth. If you want to know more about the energies, you can visit our sister channel, Cymatic TV, which will be linked in the description below, or one of the energy updates will be around my head at some point. Yes, I thank you for all the support you give to this channel. I hope you get the best out of these readings. In the meantime, all I've got left to say is don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.